This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, 2 people were displaced early Sunday morning after a fire damaged their farmhouse in Fairfield.
Crews were called to the scene at 120 Gagnon Road around 1 a.m. One of the people displaced by the fire says they were lucky to get out.
I was actually asleep at the time, and there was a friend of mine that was here. She had been staying here, and the dog barked, and the dog woke her up, and she noticed there was smoke, and so she yelled and screamed at me to get up, and we got everybody out of the house that was here.
The cause of that fire is currently under investigation, but Merle says he thinks the fire started in the attic.
It was coming out the eave of the house, so I'm assuming that it started in the attic, is all I know.
He says the second and third floors of the home were affected by fire and water damage. He says he's waiting for word on available assistance.
One person is facing charges after a crash in Millinocket Sunday. Police were called to Central Street around 8:30 Sunday morning for a 2-vehicle crash resulting in heavy damage. Occupants of both vehicles sustained non-life-threatening injuries. Police say 42-year-old Rachel Jacobs of Millinocket was driving a Jeep Cherokee and crossed the center line. She reportedly struck a pickup truck being driven by a 76-year-old man from Aroostook County. Police say they believe Jacobs was under the influence of drugs at the time of the crash. She's been charged with operating under the influence.
One person was transported to the hospital after crashing a tractor trailer into a pole along Route 3 in Montville on Sunday. According to the Montville Fire Department, multiple crews responded to the scene around 4 a.m. The driver of a Hannaford truck was reportedly traveling east toward Belfast along Route 3 when they lost control of the vehicle, hitting a pole. The truck ended up on its side about 45 to 50 feet off the embankment. Another vehicle also became involved when the Dead River truck wound up entangled in the low-hanging wires from the broken pole. The road was closed for several hours as crews worked to clear those downed wires. Officials say the driver was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Police arrested an Enfield man after a high-speed pursuit. According to the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office, around 3 p.m. on Saturday, deputies responded to a report of a felony domestic violence assault in Enfield. Police say 24-year-old Zachary Tomlinson fled the scene while deputies were en route. Tomlinson was then found heading north on Route 2 in Lincoln and was reportedly pursued at high speeds through both Lincoln and Chester before being apprehended on the Sweet Road in Lincoln. After searching Tomlinson, deputies say they found a loaded 9mm handgun in his possession. He was arrested and taken to Penobscot County Jail and has been charged with felony domestic violence assault, eluding an officer, and operating without a license, among other charges.
Police are investigating an act of vandalism at Congressman Jared Golden's Bangor office. According to the Bangor Police Department, they received reports this morning that the exterior of the building on State Street in downtown had been defaced. The words "Ceasefire Now" were written in bright red spray paint on the windows. This comes after protesters calling for a ceasefire in Gaza were arrested this past November while staging a sit-in at Golden's Bangor office. Nobody from the congressman's office was available to comment on the incident as the office was closed due to the holiday. The Bangor Police Department says it's still an active investigation.
Well, the battle for ownership of a historic airplane hangar in Aroostook County begins tomorrow in Augusta. The Arch hangar at the former Loring Air Force Base was built between 1947 and 1949 and was described as an engineering marvel at the time. Currently, the only other Arch hangar still standing is located at Ellsworth Air Force Base in Rapid City, South Dakota. Recent efforts to redevelop the main base have seen many of the buildings sold from the state-funded Loring Development Authority to a private development company called Green for Maine. There is a public hearing scheduled in Augusta for a bill that seeks to transfer ownership of the Arch hangar to the Loring Air Museum, which has operated on the base since 2005, to preserve the building, which has fallen into disrepair. The sale to the museum would also prevent it from being altered from its historic state.
I don't feel like a brand new Air Force or airport or space thing that they're thinking or whatever they're thinking is going to use a 70-year-old building, and I feel like my thought is when they obtain it, they're going to implode it, they're going to destroy it. And I would hate to see that happen. And the idea is to save it and use it and bring back people to this area because they eat here, they sleep in our hotels, they buy things. They not only support the museum, they support locally, golf courses, bowling alleys, you name it. And I feel like people are not seeing that. You know, last year, 8,000 people flocked to see that B-52. What would it be like if one were really here all the time?
The hearing is scheduled for 1 p.m. tomorrow at the State House in Augusta, and we will have more on the bill coming up tomorrow night at 6.
Another bill that would expand abortion rights and enshrine them in the Maine Constitution is making its way through the legislature. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard hears from people on both sides of the issue who are urging others to speak up as well.
The top of our priority list right now is LD 780, which is a constitutional amendment to protect reproductive autonomy.
LD 780 is titled Resolution Proposing an Amendment to the Constitution of Maine to Protect Personal Reproductive Autonomy. Lisa Margulies is the Vice President of Public Affairs for Planned Parenthood of Northern New England. She says it's important to pass this bill, while Mike McClellan, the Policy Director for Christian Civic League of Maine, says if passed, it would make it almost impossible to make changes to the law.
And that's what would happen, folks. If you put this in the Constitution, there's very little leverage for those of us that support life.
So it's more important than ever that our state constitution is crystal clear. And this amendment would make it explicit that our state constitution protects reproductive autonomy.
Last year, the Maine legislature passed LD 1619, which made it the public policy of the state to not restrict a pregnant person's decision to have an abortion before or after viability, with the professional judgment of a licensed physician.
Who could have suspected after last year when the abortion lobby came forward and said this is a necessary bill, LD 1619, for medical reasons, that we have to protect mothers who are at risk, to now just turn 180 degrees and say, no, we need to have abortion on demand always and forever.
In order for a constitutional amendment to be adopted, it would need to receive more than 2/3 approval in both the Maine House and Senate, as well as pass a voter referendum at the ballot box.
In every election where voters have had the opportunity to weigh in on this issue, from Montana to Ohio to Kansas, red and blue states post-Dobbs, they voted to protect and enshrine rights.
Last year, when LD 1619 had its public hearing, a large number of people turned out to voice their opposition to the bill. McClellan says he is not sure what their numbers will look like this time around.
This time we basically have 2 weeks' notice.
The public hearing for LD 780 is scheduled for Monday, January 22nd. In Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, and looking outdoors now, we had another break in the action today after what was really just a pleasant winter day overall.
Yeah, for the most part. You had plenty of sunshine and really not too chilly, at least if the wind wasn't blowing, which where we were, it generally wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast and see what else is coming.
All right, thank you very much. Happy Monday. Here we go again. This is a winter weather advisory for most locations for tomorrow as snowfall, all snow, is on the way for us for tomorrow. A widespread 3 to 6 inch snowfall is on the way with heavier amounts north Millinocket. And this time there's going to be no wind in here either. The snow is going to fall straight down tomorrow pretty much all day long. High temperatures today, 28 to Millinocket, 32 here in Bangor. But tomorrow will be just like this. But here comes our next system. Lots of clear skies out there today, but our system is right over here moving in our direction. So likely snow getting in here around probably noon-ish tomorrow, lingering into tomorrow night. That snow could be heavy at times tomorrow as well as the snow gets in here. Here's 11:30 tomorrow morning. Not snowing quite yet, but by noon, most likely across our region. And it overcomes the entire area tomorrow. All snow for everybody. And again, a widespread 3 to 6 inch snowfall is on the way with more further north. Our forecast tonight, though, is looking at increasing clouds out there. A couple of flurries pre-dawn with low temperatures in the teens. Your full forecast is coming up.
Alrighty, Jeff, thank you so much. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, our Grace Blanchard will take us to Greater Bangor's NAACP annual breakfast celebration.
And our Jody Hersey tells us about a farm-to-table pop-up dinner happening right here in Bangor this week. Those stories and more when we come right back.
At Warren Financial, your financial goals are our priority. Your financial plan may appear to be all about savings and investing, but in reality, it's about much more. Your life, your family, and your legacy. That's why the financial planner you choose is so important.
Plan your future with Warren Financial. Visit warrenfinancialplan.com or call 573-1825.
Your trusted partner in wealth management.
Gun Sports and Brewer knows that for fun, exercise, and meeting new friends, nothing is better than ice skating. Whether it's sailing down the ice, making a great pass, and scoring in a game of hockey, or the grace, strength, and expression of figure skating. From the youngest child all the way to adulthood, anyone can enjoy the fun of skating. At Gun Sports, we supply the equipment for your skating fun for great prices, the proper fit, and service after the sale. Shop your locally owned Gun Sports Shop, Greenpoint Road in Brewer.
My father worked at the mill for over 30 years. He was exposed to a great community and excelled at his job, but he was also exposed to asbestos. The air quality inside the mill was always his biggest complaint. He had no idea how deadly some of the products and materials were. When he was diagnosed with mesothelioma, we knew to call Joe Bornstein's office to get my dad the help he needs and the justice he deserves.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
2. It's a number that brings us together. The perfect pair. Twice as fun as 1. And certainly heaps above 0. So remember, when it comes to getting your COVID and flu vaccines, roll up your sleeves. Take care of you. Go for 2. Talk to a healthcare provider or book a pharmacy appointment. Learn more at gofor2.org. Brought to you by the Maine CDC.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
For decades now, the Greater Bangor area branch of the NAACP has honored the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with an annual breakfast celebration. After multiple years of not being able to gather in person, the celebration was held on the UMaine campus this holiday. Our Grace Blanchard gives us a closer look.
If not now, when?
A powerful message as many reflect on the lasting impact of civil rights legend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. this holiday.
Celebrated Dr. King's life and legacy, which is exactly what we wanted to do, and we celebrated the cause of civil rights in Maine.
Dozens of community members gathered at the Wells Conference Center in Orono for an annual MLK breakfast celebration hosted by the Greater Bangor Area Branch NAACP and the University of Maine's Raymond H. Fogler Library.
59 years since the Reverend Dr. King started his work.
Guests heard a powerful keynote speech from Dr. Judith Josiah Martin, a prominent educator and social worker who called on people to reflect on the social injustices lingering in our society.
Social justice is not something I check off. I did my due diligence. I did my duty today for Dr. King.
Dr. King was a trailblazer for social activism, and Dr. Josiah Martin says it's important we continue to share his values with the next generation.
One of the mistakes that we make is thinking that social justice, equity, and diversity and inclusion is about adults. But actually, to change the paradigm, we need to get the kids on board.
The NAACP says they hope to continue this tradition for many years to come.
We need to know that there's a community of people who care about justice, who act in the cause of justice, and who love each other.
In Orono, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Area farms and businesses are teaming up for a farm-to-table pop-up dinner happening in the Queen City later this week. The 4-course meal will showcase meat and produce grown and raised right here in Maine. And as Jody Hersey tells us, it's all taking place within the walls of the historic Phoenix Inn in downtown Bangor.
We've been doing a lot with a little with our farm dinners, and this is an awesome step up for us.
Andrew Toothacker, owner of Hart Farm in Holden, has been offering farm-to-table pop-up dinners since purchasing his property in 2019. Now he's ready to offer that experience to the city.
Yeah, we grow about 50 different kinds of vegetables, and then we also are a farrow to finish, pasture-raised hog producer.
Toothacker will be using his farm's produce and meat alongside products from the Drunken Beekeeper in Montville to offer a 4-course meal with drink pairings from Chimera Coffee.
Well, it's January, so it's dry January. Let's do mocktails. There's a growing trend of places building their mocktail list. I've personally been in the restaurant food industry for over 20 years now, and I've helped out with different pop-up restaurants, so it's something that I really enjoy. We don't see a lot of pop-ups happening down here.
This pop-up dinner will take place on Sunday, January 21st, on the ground floor of the Phoenix Inn located next door to Chimera Coffee on Broad Street in Bangor. Tickets are $90 each and can be purchased at heartfarmmaine.com. Toothacker and Johnson say they are thrilled to be collaborating on an event that is sure to be an experience unlike any other.
I would encourage people all around Maine to get behind their local farmers. The revitalization of local food production has a ton of benefits across the board for Mainers.
In Bangor, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
I have no doubt that that will be an absolutely delicious dinner.
Yeah, just looking at the pictures has my mouth watering already.
Indeed, right around dinner time. Perfect. All right, well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. A century-old food and energy assistance program held their biggest fundraiser of the year. We'll take you there.
And in sports, a future Black Bear was named the best senior football player in Maine this past weekend. We'll tell you who right after the break.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. We're a fiduciary obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
CEM DP Porter Contractors have been in business for more than 40 years. We have recently added an electrical division to further be of service to our loyal customers. DP Porter specializes in design build for commercial and residential projects. We can assist our customers from anything from lot procurement to helping find a finance company for your project. CEM DP Porter is currently hiring for all positions. We offer competitive pay as well as great benefits. To inquire about employment or construction, please reach out to 848-7486 or visit CEMMaine.com.
Hanks Husqvarna is your full-line Husqvarna dealer with 2 convenient locations, 32 Old State Road in Carmel and 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport. Whether it's tractors and zero-turns, chainsaws to trimmers, or pressure washers to snow blowers, everything is set up, serviced, and ready to go by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or sales, stop in to Hanks Husqvarna, Carmel or Newport.
Do you need to replace your old, worn-out windows? Then you need to call Renewal by Andersen today. We're the replacement window division of Andersen, which means you can get your project started right away by scheduling a free in-home consultation. Ask your consultant about pricing options, including our 1-year price lock guarantee quote. Call now to schedule your free design consultation. This fantastic money-saving deal with great financing ends soon. Installation is always included. Call now.
I got hurt in a car accident. Give me one good reason why I should call the Twos.
How about 3 great reasons you should call us? 1, we make it easy. We'll deal with the insurance company so you don't have to. 2, there's no upfront cost. Read the result. Just listen to this.
I called the Twos after my accident, and Lowry & Associates got me $300,000.
Call the Twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do? Call 222-2222.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Healing Hands Massage in Hamden, providing professional massage services tailored specifically for their clients. Stop by Healing Hands Massage today. You'll thank yourself later.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's start with some football. Over the weekend, the winner of the James J. Fitzpatrick Trophy for the state's best senior high school football player was announced, and that winner will be playing in Orono this fall. Leavitt quarterback and Maine football commit Noah Carpenter is the winner of this year's Fitzpatrick Trophy. Here he is accepting the award on Sunday. As the starting quarterback for the Hornets, Carpenter led his squad to a 29-1 overall record in his 2 seasons with 2 state championships. This past year, he threw for over 1,800 yards and 21 touchdowns, while, get this, also rushing for over 1,300 yards and 23 scores. Carpenter is the back-to-back Gatorade Player of the Year and says winning the award is a huge honor.
You know, it's truly a blessing and an honor just to know the history of this trophy and, you know, to know the people who have received the trophy in previous years, and just to be even a part of those finalists and semifinalists is just a huge blessing.
All right, looking forward to see what he can do for the Black Bears. Let's go to some basketball now. Some day games in the area on Monday for our high school teams. We'll check out a few girls matchups starting over in Hamden. The Bangor Rams looking to get right on the road. They are taking on the Class A Broncos. It was a packed stable for this one this afternoon. First quarter, Avery Clark with it. She's going to get it over to Delaney Hoare, who finds Emily Adams. She drives inside, stops, and gets the bucket through the foul and one. On the other end, for the Broncos, it's Lucy Wiles. Hesitates, then turns on the Jets. Gets to the cup for a tough bucket through the D. Nice floater there. Clara Oldenburg has it now. Over to Mimi Quinn. Nice touch pass over to Adams, who sinks the mid-range jumper. Good ball movement from the Rams. Second quarter, here is Wiles again. Nice double cross right there. Gets her some space for the scoop shot off the glass. That is a tough move there, but the Rams were in control in this one. Adams with a steal finds Quinn. She's going to get the shooter's roll. Rams win in this one 47-34. Across the river now into Brewer, where the Witches are playing host to the Coney Rams. We're going to pick this one up at the end of the first quarter. Allie Flagg has it. Nice crossover, gets her to the baseline. She gets in close and knocks it in for 2. Here's Coney now running the break. Macy Freeman has it. A long pass down court to Morgan Cunningham. Nice hesitation move for her. Gets to the bucket and banks one home. Here come those Rams again. Freeman, another long pass to Callie Barajas. Nice entry to Abby Morrill, who connects for 2. Rams up after 1. Witches fighting back in the second. Flagg swings it over to Abby Flagg. She can't hit the 3, but Jillian Ford pulls down the rebound, gets the second chance bucket to go. But everything was coming up Coney on Monday. Cunningham with the handoff to Morgan Fitchthorne. She gets inside and finishes and 1. Coney wins 55-38. All right, and for some other scores from around the area, Presque Isle wins a close one over to Bucksport, 65-64. Coney boys over Brewer, 75-67. Orono boys get a win over Holton, 77-45. And then Skank girls win over Greenville, 51-27. All right, that's all the time we have for sports right now. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, thank you. You and I have some snow to get through tomorrow. Widespread 3 to 6 inch snowfall is on the way once again. So all snow for everybody tomorrow. Sunshine's back in the forecast for Wednesday and a long cold stretch in there as well, with temperatures close to average or below average into the weekend and beyond. Not today though. High temperature above average, 32 here in Bangor, 33 for Bar Harbor, 28 for Millinocket. So we'll have cooler temperatures tomorrow as that snow gets here about midday tomorrow. But the overall trend now is a warming trend, not this week, but next week, the last week of January as well. We'll have temperatures above average across the region again. That could easily put us in the 30s and maybe even a couple low 40s back in the forecast then. Again, not this week. And the results came in from December. December came back as the warmest December on record globally. That's land and ocean temperatures. So on this map, red is above average, blue is below, a lot of red during the month of December. Out there for us today, though, here are the winter weather advisories in blue, winter storm warnings in pink. So a 3 to 6 inch snowfall here, more as you go north and west of the Bangor area. So this could easily be 6 inches plus up this direction. So overall, a healthy snow is on the way for us for tomorrow. Lots of clear skies out there for today, but increasing clouds out there tonight. Here comes our next system. It's not a big one, but it does have energy and some moisture, and it'll likely bring us that snowfall tomorrow, ending about this time tomorrow night. Let's walk you through it. So lots of clouds out there by tomorrow morning, and here's the snow. Here's tomorrow at 11:30. Still not snowing, but by noon-ish tomorrow, light snow to moderate snow. The heaviest snow probably falling about 3, 4, or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Here's 10 o'clock tomorrow night. The system is pulling away. It's a quick-moving system, but still, after it left a good 3 to 6 inches of snowfall across our region. So it looks like this. So again, the forecast modeling on this is pretty good. A widespread 3 to 6 inch snowfall with higher amounts in there, especially north and west of the Bangor area. And there will be little to no wind tomorrow. I haven't said that for a while. So the snow is going to fall straight down. The wind will not be a factor throughout the day tomorrow. In fact, gusts look like this. We could keep wind gusts below 10 to 15 miles per hour throughout the day tomorrow into tomorrow night. Our forecast so for tonight, though, is lots of clouds or increasing clouds out there. A couple of flurries can't be ruled out. Look for low temperatures down near 16 for tomorrow. All right, widespread snow. A good 3 to 6 inch snowfall is on the way. High temperatures reaching for 30. We'll probably do it with that east breeze around 5 miles per hour. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows that snow likely tomorrow. Cooler temperatures, though, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. High temperatures Saturday couldn't make it out of the teens throughout the afternoon.
So looking like a good winter week ahead.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So many places need it. So I'm sure the snow is very welcome.
Indeed. We're glad to hear it. All right. There's still more to come, folks. Stay with us.
What I've learned over my 17 years in pharmacy is that every medication has a potential to affect every person differently. That was evident with my own mother. The medications were hindering her ability to think quickly. It did feel a little premature to stop driving, but it was the right thing to do. My message to Mainers would be never doubt the potential side effects. Talk to a loved one about your ability to drive safely.
Is that a new generator at your house?
Yep, a Generac automatic standby generator from Valley Home Services. They just installed it. Wished I'd done it sooner.
Comes on automatically?
Yep, no more standing out in the cruddy weather tugging on a rope to start.
Powers your well pump?
Does the whole house. You can come over next time the power goes out. I went with Valley because they'll service and maintain it.
What's the number? I want my own.
Here you go. Call Valley Home Services to install a Generac automatic standby generator for your home today.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or any commercial vehicle, we know how to get you the big money you may deserve.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the Twos. We win for you.
Create the perfect spaces in your home for 2024 at the Furniture Gallery. Entertain in style this year with a new dining set. Have room for everyone on movie nights with a big sectional and extra seating. Feel more rested with a new mattress from Serta, Restonic, or Nectar. Celebrate the new year with unbeatable values during our New Year blowout sale. Save up to 60% on clearance items here at the Furniture Gallery. Support our main family-owned business and save money. Happy New Year from our family to yours. The Furniture Gallery, in Augusta, Bangor, Newport, and North Windham.
With so much at stake, so much on the line, more Americans turn here than any other newscast. ABC News World News Tonight with David Muir, America's #1 most watched newscast across all of television.
Finally tonight, a century-old theater in the Mid-Coast is hosting a crucial event for a local food pantry. Fill the Strand is AIO Food and Energy Assistance's largest fundraising event of the year, and it comes at the most critical time after the holidays. AIO is the largest food pantry in Knox County, and they actually support other pantries as well. AIO says they see about 500 families a week who are in need and struggling to pay for food and heating costs, among other things. Meanwhile, the Strand celebrated their centennial last year and is now moving into their second century in operation, and the theater manager says this is one of their most important community events.
We have a major income disparities in this community. There are many people who, never mind not being able to afford a movie ticket, they can't afford a good meal. And we find that partnering with AIO on this is a really good use of the facilities that we have available.
McLeod expressed thanks to everyone in the Rockland community and beyond for coming out and helping to fill the seats behind her with much needed donation bags. And if you'd like to donate online, you can go to AIOfoodpantry.org. For a $25 donation, you too can fill a seat in the theater with a food bag. You can donate to Fill the Strand through the end of the week. And of course, we'll have that information on our website, foxbangor.com. That's a neat fundraiser, right? I like that. The theater backdrop, bags in the seats. It's just great. We hope every seat is filled.
It's great to see them filling up.
Yeah, indeed. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. Good night.
Good night, everyone.